The Blue Bead, Part 1. The Blue Bead is a fictional story set in the jungles of India. It has been written by Nora Burke, an English writer of novels and non fiction. Her father was a forest officer in India, and she spent her early childhood traveling through forests on elephant back. It was at this time she observed closely. Now let us look at the story in brief. Sibia, a young travel girl, wants a blue bead for her necklace. One day, she witnesses a crocodile attacking a woman. Sibia rushes to the woman's defense and attacks the crocodile. The crocodile is injured in the eye by Sibia's hay fork and backs away. Later, when Sibia returns to the spot, she finds a blue bead there and is overcome with joy. The main characters in the story are the crocodile, who is the antagonist, and Sibia, who is the protagonist. The crocodile was fully grown. He was twice the length of a tall man. He was ferocious, wild, and powerful. He lived in the deep waters of the great river in the jungle. This was his natural habitat. He was very strong, especially in the water. He had a power teeth which propelled his body at a great speed, and strong jaws which could clamp down forcefully on his prey and drag him down to the depths of the river. His hide was so thick that even rifle bullets bounced off it. The only way to kill the crocodile or injure him was to pierce his eyes or the soft underarms. He lurked around in the shallow waters of the river, among the rocks and logs of timber, waiting for its prey. Only his eyes and nostrils could be seen above the surface of water. The rest of the body was underwater. He had a huge body, but when he was still, we would see no movement except the throb in his throat. He ate pie dogs, fish, deers, monkeys, thin cows, and mostly dead humans. Sibia was a 12-year-old girl. She was very poor who lived in the jungle. She had very little food to eat and was dressed in rags. She was born to toil. Although she could not afford them, she enjoyed looking at sweets, bangles, cloth, and other fine things in the bazaar. To her, these were the wonders of the world. She wanted to make a necklace for herself, and a blue bead would add beauty to it. Now let us look at the crocodile in detail. He was hatched by the sun in a sandbank. He had broken his shell, got his head, and looked around, ready to snap around at anything even before being fully hatched. He had immediately run into the water, ready to look after himself. He had managed to escape the birds of prey and carnivorous fishes that eat baby crocodiles. He caught his food and stored it in the holes in the bank of river. Slowly he grew stronger and bigger till he was twice the length of a tall man. Now let us look at the blue bead. The blue bead was not actually a gem. It was in all probability a piece of glass or a bottleneck. It had been rolling around in the river since a long time. It was perforated in between and had acquired a round shape. When the sunlight fell on it, it glittered